Okay, here's a quick overview of the assembly and then I suppose the function of the Blade Mac 11 attachment. On the base gun, this is a metal poly combination airsoft gun. The only modification that need to be done is the trigger guard was sawed off. So with this, I just used a combination of a Dremel and a jeweler's file. Took it off, it was pretty cut and dry. First thing you need assembling this is take your barrel. It threads right onto the main base gun, just like a suppressor would. This back end is octagonally shaped, 8-sided, so you want to make sure once it's tight that then you still tighten it enough so that one of these flats on the 8-sided section lines up parallel with the top. That's what's going to keep the rest of the gun body from moving around. Once we've got that in place, we take the gun body. Gun body's got an octagonal hole, and that literally, as you can imagine, just slides right in, pops into place. At this point, this whole section could still come back off the gun, but if you look right in here, there are pilot holes. You can use one or two of those and send a set screw in there. That will lock this whole unit on there so it doesn't go anywhere. Back underneath here is the battery. It's got its own little holder and stuff, and then the electronics run down into the bottom rail. This battery, when this piece is off, it's easy to get the battery in and out. Hopefully it would last a long time anyways. Okay, once you're this far, the next thing you've got is the front cover. This actually slides right on in a rail system. It's got a little latching here that holds it. So you just literally line it right up where it needs to be. Make sure the barrel is through the front hole like there, and then it'll pop into place. You'll know it's aligned because right here you can see those metallic spots on each side. What those is the bases of neodymium magnets. The original prop gun has these trim bolts on each side, so what I did is incorporated those bolts with magnets in, so we go in, we pop one on each side. Once these are dropped in, that front half is not going anywhere. Okay, so at this point, the gun is essentially assembled and ready to go. Now, in terms of features, the no-brainer, just like on the original prop, there's a button right here that, when you press it, that's going to light up the front LED slot. It is a finicky button, but if you want, you can press it in, and while pressing it in, press down a little bit. It's a press it once to hold it in, press it again to release it, but you can press it in while pressing down, and it's going to keep that light on for display or whatever, and then same thing, you just press it again, it's going to go off. If you look on the body too, there are these holes where the rivets would go. The rivets I've got in a bag around here. These are all drilled. They're non-functioning rivets, but they are metal. Those will just pop right in. You can glue them in. And then I actually added some hardware in the front here, so those will need to be glued in when it's ready. Other than that, pretty straightforward. It is very durable. I'd say the most important thing about it is when you're assembling it, just make sure that you screwed the barrel in fairly tight, because that is what maintains the backbone of this prop. And yeah, I think that's it. Pretty satisfied with how it came out for a first go of this. It worked out pretty well.